Hi, my name is Brianna, and this is my 12-week pregnancy update with little two. I have a son named Landon who's 1.5, so this is my second pregnancy, and I called Landon little one, so this is little two. I know as folks are joining, we have some new subscribers, welcome, but just to kind of update you on why I say little two, it is not twins. I've had some people get really excited. Little two is because this is my second pregnancy. So let's dive into this week 12 update. I cannot believe it's already been 12 weeks. And what's even crazier, my husband and I were talking about this, is that technically, if you go on my last menstrual period, I'm already 13 weeks, but because of the ultrasound, and I felt like I ovulated later because I was just getting off of nursing my son, so I think my cycle was a little bit off, the baby is technically 12 weeks old. So just so crazy that like technically we're like 12 to 13 weeks, but just feels like a third of the way essentially done and like so close to the second trimester. I am praying and praying and praying that when we get there, this nausea stops. But I'll talk more about those symptoms later. But I'm gonna dive into my regular set of questions just because I love going through this every single week and seeing the changes in my body, and also so I can compare and contrast this pregnancy to my last one. Okay, so how far along are you? I'm 12.5 weeks. And baby is the size of a plum. It's like over 2 inches long. And I didn't get to pick up plums when I went to the grocery store this week, sorry. But that is just crazy to me. Like I have a little plum baby in my belly, which is just so cool. And I don't know if anyone noticed, I did wear the color of a plum since baby's a plum this week. Total weight gain. So this morning, my scale was shifting between like 129 to 130. So I've gained like 7 to 8 pounds at this point, which makes me a little nervous, but I'm also not surprised because it's fall and like it's Halloween today when I'm shooting this. So we've had Halloween parties and candy and football parties, and we've been selling our house. So actually a couple of weekends now we've just been out of the house, and so eating a lot on the go, which I feel like you eat a lot more unhealthy or high calorie options when you're on the go. So I'm not surprised, but got a little 8-pound plum in there, I guess. Maternity clothes, no maternity clothes yet. Stretch marks, no stretch marks yet. How are you sleeping? This is what's horrible. I should be getting so much more sleep than I am, but just in the craziness of trying to make sure my new job that I'm starting with a really, really strong start. Then I love doing YouTube, obviously, and I feel even guilty about that I like have not gotten up some of the fall videos I originally had planned to shoot, just because I haven't been able to be at my house on the weekends because of selling our home. And that was my time to shoot my YouTube videos so that then I could have them ready for the rest of the week. So I apologize. Hopefully once we move to our new house and things settle in a bit, then I'll be able to sort of get back on at least 2 or 3 videos a week is always my goal, if not more, if I can. But more than anything, I'm holding true to these pregnancy updates for little two's sake so that this pregnancy is documented for them. I shouldn't say them, for him or her, because that's how then it gets confusing that it's twins. So long story short, that's basically why I'm not sleeping very much, because I'm staying up really late. I'm also watching the Indians in the World Series because we're huge Cleveland sports fans, and the game starts so late, so most of them last until like 11:30 or midnight. So I'm definitely not sleeping as much as I should, but really, really trying to get 7 hours at least if possible. But I know I should probably be sleeping 8 or 9 since I'm growing this little human in there. Best moment this week. So I feel like with Landon, it's just so fun celebrating holidays with him, and I know trick-or-treating tonight's gonna be so fun, but we carved pumpkins yesterday with him. And when we were done, he was like kissing the pumpkins and hugging the pumpkins when he saw their faces, and it was just the cutest thing. Like, he is the most kind and sensitive and loving little boy. He just, anyone, you know, he'll give a hug or a kiss, and he shares all of his food with me. He's just so kind and considerate. So I hope he never loses that sweetness. And he's always kissing my belly and pointing at the baby, and it's just so cute. I know he's gonna be such a good big brother. Also, wanted to update you guys because I know in my last video I talked about I had some spotting, and I went to the doctor this past week, and this is probably the second best moment. She assured me I have nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. What I had was totally normal. She's like, 80% of women come in here and have very similar symptoms to you. Do not be concerned. Everything, she checked out everything and she's like, everything looks wonderful. So please do not stress. So that made my heart and my mind rest a little bit easier after that news. Missing anything? No, not really. Not this week. Movement. So I thought maybe the week before I had started to feel something, and then this week, I'm not sure. I like don't want to say I am because I just feel like it's way too early, but I don't know. Maybe like in the next couple of weeks, I'll start to feel something. Food cravings. So I feel like I always have just ridiculous food cravings. I was dying the one night for teriyaki chicken that they have at like that Japanese sarku place at the mall. I like made Adam stop. I was like, we have to stop and get the Japanese teriyaki chicken from the mall. I've also wanted ice cream. I did ask Adam to pick me up some Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, and he accidentally picked the wrong kind, but it was still okay. Ice cream was great. And I've been craving those cheese-filled pretzels in like the frozen foods section. So healthy and wonderful. But on a healthy note, I actually have really been craving salads. Like I just want huge garden salads with like a little bit of cheese. Homemade blue cheese dressing just knocks my socks off right now. Like I'm obsessed with the one restaurant we have right down the street. Their homemade blue cheese dressing is phenomenal. And I would say bacon and olives, like I like that on my garden salad, but I just like want like a huge, fresh, crispy, crunchy lettuce garden salad. It's just so good. I've also woken up some mornings and really wanted orange juice, which I know they say is really good. Like you need fiber, and like if you get the calcium, vitamin D orange juice, that's really good for baby's development. So I'm like, I always in my head say, is there a reason like health-wise why I'm craving this? So kind of, I don't know. I always overthink and overanalyze everything. And then cranberry juice. I really wanted cranberry juice as well. So those are my random cravings for this week. And definitely chicken noodle soup and Mexican food are just like now everyday occurrences. Like I generally need to have chicken noodle soup for lunch, usually. Almost every day. I would say 3 to 4 days a week I'm having chicken noodle soup for lunch. And then I want Mexican. So whether it's Chipotle or Taco Bell, or like one day I even had chicken tortilla soup for lunch instead. I like that spicy kick. Anything making you queasy or sick? Garbage. I just had to take out the garbage yesterday and I thought I was going to throw up in the garbage can. And just in general, anything that just smells like rotten, or when I have to change Landon's diapers. It usually, like, it didn't bother me the way it bothers me now. I think it's just because my sense of smell is so peaked that it just, I can't. Gender guess. I still have a feeling this is going to be a little brother for Landon. I think he's gonna have a baby brother and they're gonna be best buds for life. Labor signs, no. Belly button in or out, it's still in. You'll see in the belly shot. Wedding rings on or off, they're still on. Happy or moody most of the time. I'm definitely happy. Yeah, I feel like I just want to smile all the time, and when I think about this baby and I think about our family growing, it just makes me oh so happy. Symptoms. So frequent urination has been up in the ante. I feel like as everything is getting bigger and shifting, I definitely am running to the bathroom a lot more frequently and getting up more at night as well, which is like a huge pain in the butt. I've definitely felt there's been a couple of days even where I was like, whoa, I need to like just sit down, breathe for a second. I feel really dizzy and just like need to sit and kind of regain my balance and get my breathing down to be like, okay, you do not want to fall over and faint or pass out, especially when I'm home alone working during the day. Like that's one of my biggest fears is like one day I was just like running upstairs to use the bathroom in between calls. And I was like, whoa, wait, you gotta sit down a second. Like I just started feeling a little bit dizzy. Still nausea, unfortunately. I'm trying to just eat really small snacks, and it is really, really helpful. It's such a blessing that I can be home this pregnancy. My last pregnancy, I was at work, so I have to be really purposeful in planning snacks. But it's nice because now at home, in between either a call or when I'm working on a project, I can stop, take 3 minutes, slice up an apple and have some peanut butter, and then an hour later, you know, have some crackers with cheese, and just kind of spread my snacking and meals into really small bits. And that does really help my nausea, because on some of the days when we've just been on the go and have to be out of our house for like the inspection and the appraisal and all those things, well, the appraisal we could be here, but it was the same day, so the inspection time we had to be out of our house for a bit, and I didn't have something big enough to eat beforehand. I was so sick that entire time, like waiting to get back to our house. I also feel like I've just had a little bit of congestion, but it's not a cold. Like, I'm not tired and there's nothing else, but I feel like my congestion is back up again. And I think that's about it for symptoms. And here is the 12-week belly shot. There is definitely some bumping going on. So this is from the front, and I feel like I'm already gonna just pull my leggings down so that you can kind of see with the sweater on. Like, there's definitely a little bitty bump happening. Okay, and here's with the shirt up. So again, like, I feel like you see it kind of low right there. But yeah, little plumpkin right there. There you go. What are you looking forward to? So I believe it's a little less than 2 weeks from now, because as soon as I turn 14 weeks, we can go for the gender ultrasound. So I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait to start scheming and planning this nursery. But what I'm like really looking forward to, and this is more work related, I have yet to meet in person a couple of folks on my team. And this upcoming week I have a conference, so I'm really excited to get to go meet everyone in person and have that time to connect. I just feel like that's part of the reason why I love the work I do, is building relationships and getting to know people and their stories, and I'm really excited for that. Just get some in-person FaceTime. I won't be as like lonely working at home. And then obviously, since tonight is Halloween, I'm really excited for trick-or-treating with Landon. And more than anything, the day after Halloween, and I don't think I'm gonna do it this year because of us moving, because it just feels pointless. And just with all the other craziness, I have so many other things that I'm working on right now when it comes to the bat mitzvah is in 3 weeks that I've been planning. I'm also doing some interior design work still on the side, so like that occupies my weekends too. So I just don't think I'm gonna decorate for Christmas when I just will have to pack it all back up in less than a month now to move. So I keep on like rambling. Is that a pregnancy symptom that I keep rambling? Sorry guys. But I'm really excited because the day after Halloween, I always put on Christmas music, and I usually put up my Christmas decorations that day even, so I get 2 full months of Christmas. It is my favorite season. I love it, and I love how Landon, he's already understanding and grasping concepts, so I know when we get to talk to him about Santa and go see Santa and just do all these really fun Christmas traditions with him, I get really excited for that. And I think as a parent, it's so cool to live vicariously through your kids and get to see all of these things through their eyes the first time they start understanding them, or just see how the little things bring them so much joy. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. A lot of things coming up here in the future. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you are pregnant or you are trying to conceive, you gotta let me know in the comments. One, because I just pray for you to have a healthy pregnancy, or for God to send you that little one ASAP. But I love all the support my subscribers have. So let us know in the comments so we can all be supportive of one another. And if you're getting to the point in your pregnancy where you're finding out if you're having a boy or girl, or any other big milestones, or if you've picked out names, let me know in the comments. I really like knowing that stuff and kind of getting to know you who's out there watching even better. If you have any video requests as well, let me know those in the comments. And I appreciate you guys watching and staying positive so much. It means the world to me. See you in my next video. Bye guys.